when does a good story that you tell friends at a party become an idea for a film?
Right away.
Yeah, right away. I mean, we told this, the first act of the movie sort of happened to us. We told a friend about it, and he was like, you better write that right now or I'm going to. And we're like, all right, we'll do it.
And then is it difficult to say, where are we going to take this? Or do you just kind of fantasize a lot?
We kind of knew where we wanted it to go at the end. We sort of write from a place of having a first act and then just seeing where we go with it and what's the worst that can happen and how do we get out of that worstness. And it just keeps going further and further down a rabbit hole. And then sometimes edit ourselves.
Yeah.
So who gets the upper hand when you're directing? Who says, no, no, no?
There's no upper hand. I mean, I think the great part about working together and having been together so long as humans is like our taste is pretty similar. And if somebody has a great idea, you just go like, yeah, go for it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, then how do you decide who's going to play your roles, basically?
Well, that was interesting. I mean, I think that the best thing is you just like look for the funniest, most charming people, and then you assume that that's what you're like, you know?
And were they the right choices or not?
Hands down. I don't think we could have. I truly I'll recast it in my head every once in a while and be like, there's nothing that tops it with that. And we got them. They love each other as humans and they have worked together for a very long time. And so them being on screen for 98% of the movie together is ideal.
How do you get somebody to say, okay, yeah, let's shoot this in Italy. Let's do that.
Shooting a movie in Italy.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. You'd be surprised. Yeah, no, I mean, it was a wonderful experience working there and you get to live there, but you're thinking like, oh, it'll be great. We'll go to all these museums. It's like none of that happens. You're just working constantly. The people are really lovely and the food was great. So
you eat well. That's the good part of it. How will they receive this? Will they say, oh my God, they're attacking us? Or will they?
Oh no, they thought the movie was so funny because it was about Americans who were in over their head, which they really appreciated. So.
Did you ever think of not having subtitles?
Yeah, actually.
There are a couple times in the movie in which we realized in the edit that we needed to like figure out how and when to use the subtitles and not to use them to enhance the joke. And so, yeah, we definitely had the thought of maybe not using them in certain elements, but I think they're additive where they are.
Yeah.
So now when you're like out and doing things, do you say, that's a movie. I think that's one we could use.
Constantly.
I think as filmmakers, that's probably something that happens all the time is you're always like, oh, that's the beginning of a movie.
You're harvesting lines, you're harvesting characters, everything that goes in.
Our notes app is full of just one-liners that we'll look back on it and be like, where did we hear that?
Yeah.
Everything is material, right?
Totally, yeah.
How old is your child?
He's 5 now, yeah.
He's the little boy at the end of the movie.
Oh, he does get in it?
Yeah, he's the product of the adoption.
Yeah.
So what does he think of being in the movie?
He got to see it at South by Southwest, not the whole movie, but we brought him in at the end to watch himself on the giant screen, and he just pointed at the screen and goes, "Look at me!"
Yeah.
I think you've created a monster.
We unfortunately have.
He got asked to do his school play, and he's like, "Just movies."
Please, I mess with that, right? Have you already started thinking about what the next thing will be, or is this too much that we have to break after this?
No. Yeah, we're deep into a bunch of projects. Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
And working together, that'll always happen.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
and you get to be together, which is the hardest part about both being in this industry is usually you work on different sets at different times, and you never get to see each other or never get to see the other one succeeding. And the best part of this was like getting to watch him direct and succeed, at arm's length. So it was a great process.
Well, good luck with this. It's a fun film. And I don't know if I dare go to Italy because I don't want to kill anybody.
Yeah, well, I think you get away with it, Bruce.
You think I could? Okay.
Just bring that Oscar behind you and nobody will mess with you.
A Lego Oscar is always good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Bruce.
too. Bye-bye.